Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get the season going here. Season 22 of the Castrol GTX Cup Series is about to commence. As we're here today for the season 22 Daytona 530 laps around this racetrack. And let's get right to it here for the season here. The starting lineup for this race. On the pole, the car number 3, Oreo Chevrolet, the defending series champion at 191 miles per hour. It is Cole Deaver on the pole for this event. Looking for that first Daytona 500. Alongside of him, a rookie in this series, car number 66, the Duraflame Dodge, It's Elijah Gordon. Row 2 has the Daytona dual race winners here. Keith Batson, the White Range Ford, car number 32. And alongside of him, Bobby Frazier, the number 1 Yellow Freight Dodge. Third row has a pair of Dodges. Car number 12, Mitchell Collins in the Verizon Wireless Dodge. And beside him will be car number 39, Zachary Fitzwater, the Mobile 1 Dodge. These two battled out in the last race we brought to you on the last points race was brought to you on the tour in the Pepsi 400 last season. Mitchell Collins came home the winner in that one. Fourth row has a pair of Pontiacs. Diego Yepes in the Lysol Pontiac, car 63. And car number 36, the St. Lee Tools Pontiac of Carter Friesen. Row 5 has car number 22, the Discount Tires Dodge of Johnny Gardner, the first Daytona 500 winner in this series in Season 1. Beside him will be Vince Almerego in the Shell Pontiac, car number 44. Row number 6 has Joshua Osborne, car 33, the Reams Chevrolet, switching paint schemes from the Jimmy John's car he had in the Gatorade Duels. One of the veterans that's yet to win the 500 in the series, by the way. He'll be alongside car number 15, the man who won the Daytona 500 last season, Eli Bright in the Oakwood Homes Chevrolet, car 15. The next row down is Ryan Brommer in the GMAC CarQuest Chevrolet, car number 5. And car number 57, the Mountain Dew Chevrolet of Henry Sanford, one of the 3 Sanford siblings from Southern California. Next row down has Rob Evans in car number 8, the Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet. Beside him will be car number 37, the Timberwolf Pontiac of Matt McIntyre, no relation to Levi, by the way. Next row down has Gene Sanford in the Reese's Chevrolet, car number 21. And she'll be alongside car number 4, William Brock, switching manufacturer season to the Geico Ford. But his car number is still number 4. Next row down is Kat Batson in car number 9, the Track Gear Ford. And she'll be alongside car number 18, Ashlyn Boyd, a former Daytona winner in this series, but his victory was in the 400. Next row down, a rookie to the Castrol GTX Cup Series, but no rookie in the NNSCRA for sure. Benny Watson, car number 99, the Airstream Machine. He'll be alongside Sky Combs with a new team this season in the South Point Hotel and Casino Chevrolet. Had some good runs last season and hopes to get that first win this season. Next row down is Nathan Hudson making his return to the series in the number 38 Great Clips Toyota. And he'll be alongside another driver making his return to the series. It'll be Chris Dollarton in car number 23, the Stacker 2 Chevrolet. Next row down has car number 43, the Auto Value Bumper to Bumper Toyota. It's Joshua Collard making his return to the series as well. And number 10, the Nesquik Chevrolet, is making it in his second season in the series, Simon Bloomfield. Next row down is Zach Winkle in the Geico Chevrolet, car number 7. And beside him, another veteran that's yet to win a 500 in the series, Dylan Young, the AC Delco Chevrolet, car number 2. And yes, Dylan, it's a 2001 car, by the way. And the same can be said for another veteran who's yet to win a 500 in this series, Kyle Matthews, number 24, the Pepsi Chevrolet, except his Monte Carlo is a 2000 model in this case. He'll be alongside Charles Sanford in the Sonic Drive-In Chevrolet, car number 29, and Charles definitely the wisest of the 3 Sanford the 3 Sanford siblings. Sorry, Gene and Henry, for saying that. Anyway, next row down is car number 89, Quentin Moore, the Season 20 Daytona 500 champion and Racing for Jesus Chevrolet. And beside him will be one number down, Jay Jefferson in the Navy Chevrolet, car number 88. Here comes the command to fire the engines for the Daytona 500.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Commanders will begin as we get some racing here today, and we'll finish the rest of the line for you here. Aiden Shepard in car 00, the Aqua Fresh Pontiac has the next row down, and beside him will be car number 45 is Sprint Chevrolet of Mike Becker. Next row down has Jesse Turner in the Castrol GTX Chevrolet car number 27, and beside him will be James Henry in the Beanaloo Chevrolet car number 74. Next row down, it'll be Benjamin Miles making his return to the series in the Navy Chevrolet car number 14. And number 34, Trey Wright, a rookie in the series in the Goulds Pump Chevrolet car number 34. Another veteran who's yet to win the Daytona 500, but is badly won in that race on her mantle, Jessica Shelton. And number 17, the Valvoline Ford, has the inside of the next to the last row. She'll be alongside car number 87, Dion Moon, another rookie in this series, in the Bell Ability Chevrolet. And starting shotgun in the field will be Levi McIntyre in the Fastenal Chevrolet, car number 60. In the Fastenal Ford, excuse me, car number 60. So the field about to begin their quest. So 41 drivers in this field here, about to begin their quest for the Daytona, for a victory in the Daytona 500 in the series. Cole Deaver, you know, after winning the championship last season at Homestead, would like to pull one off here at Daytona to kick things off in season 22. And one car's down on the apron of the track. Who is that on the apron of the track here? That's Eli Bright, number 15. He's on the apron of the track, and apparently he may have a problem to kick things off. Unfortunately for him, on Eli Bright's quest for 2 in a row in the 500, that may not happen for him, as he's going to head down pit road with the pace car is what it's going to look like here for him. As the field's about to begin to go green flag racing here. And we are underway in the season 22 Daytona 500. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls. In-car cameras today will be carried by Jessica Shelton, Charles Samper, and Kyle Matthews. Those three will be carrying our in-car cameras for today's event in the 500. Down the backstretch, Cole Deaver has the early lead here, and Keith Batson was running second, but here comes Mitchell Collins to the inside. He knows how to get it done at Daytona. As we said, he won the 400 the last time he was at Daytona for the points race. Lap number 1, Cole Deaver has the lead in car number 3, the Oreo Chevrolet, as he leads the first lap. First lap tied at 169.5 miles per hour. But this pace will quicken as the day goes on. We're going to see speeds today of about 195 miles an hour plus here on this racetrack here. And if you may play your cards right, we may see 200 possibly here at Daytona for sure. As car number 63, that is Diego Yepes, and he goes to the lead. Johnny Gardner in the second position, and Joshua Osborne trying to move to the inside for number 3 position in the Reams Chevrolet as they come to the start-finish line. Chevrolets, by the way, have a bit of a, and you got a mix of, and as far as Chevrolets are concerned, you got a mix of Monte Carlos and Impalas in this event, in this field this season. Yepes out in front, Gardner second, Osborne third. Fourth position is now Ryan Brommer in car number 5. Brommer, a new team this season, after running the number 33 Harry Gant colors last season with the 1993 Cup 90 car set. And here comes Rob Evans to the inside, car number 8, the Tracker Boats Bass Pro Shop Chevy, as he moves low on the track here on the inside of both Mitchell Collins and Henry Sanford as they come to the start-finish line. And you got another Sanford right there behind Evans. That's Gene Sanford in car number 21, the Reese's Chevrolet. And Johnny Gardner leads his first lap of the Daytona 500. Three wide racing, the Batsons. Cat on the inside, Keith in the middle, and Mitchell Collins still hung up on the outside of the track. As they come down the backstretch here, Nathan Hudson and Benny Watson and Joshua Collard all behind, and as is Vince Almarego at number 44. As they head into turn number 3 now. It is Gardner's still out in front as they come to a third and fourth turns now. Eli Bright has gone back onto the racetrack right now in a number 15 car, but he will be lap traffic though as this race goes on though. So they are going to catch him before this whole thing's over, obviously, because we are just 4 laps into the event, obviously, in this 500. There is Eli Bright off turn number 4 right now. This is the first time they run the Daytona 500 under. It's the first time this season they run Daytona under daytime conditions because the duels were run at night. Checking on fastest laps of the race here. Fastest lap of the race so far. Quentin Moore at 196.9 miles per hour. Just flirting with 197 miles per hour here at Daytona. Remember they were doing 196 and during the duels, obviously. And the average speed after 5 laps is over 190 miles per hour already. Rob Evans moves in the inside of Ryan Brommer. Johnny Gardner doing a good job holding that lead there as long as he has so far. It appears in this package the passing is going to be very hard on the plate tracks here. Well, at least in Daytona they will be. Talladega may be a different story when we head there for the Winston 500. Now, I can bet you some of these drivers here at Daytona, they can't wait till they head to Rockingham, which is next on the tour after this, obviously, to get this whole season started. Brommer now moves inside for second place now, and here comes Nathan Hudson and Joshua Card, 2 of the Brits in the field. As they slice and dice their way through this field here, as they come down the backstretch into turn number 3, Al Morega's going to make a move to the inside. Here comes Gene Sanford and Kyle Matthews. Matthews, who started back in 29th position, he has moved his way through the field nicely in that number 24 Pepsi Chevrolet. He did want the Mountain Dew 57 car, by the way, for the season, but then when he saw the Jeff Gordon cars, he decided to go to this ride instead. And then of course Henry Sanford was picked to take that 57 ride. Kyle did say, however, I think he did say, however, that if Henry wins the race in that 57 car, he don't know what he's going to do. On board with Kyle Matthews in car number 24. He runs in the top 10 right now after starting 29th. He also has a roof cam in his field. Trying for third spot behind Johnny Gardner and Nathan Hudson as he moves inside of his Hendrick teammate, the number 5 car, Ryan Brommer. Check and see where our other in-car cameras are running right now. There's a look on Charles Sanford's view. We'll check from Jessica Shelton's view as well, at number 17. And there she is, and she's got Dylan Young up ahead of her. Shelton clocked in 21st. Shelton clocked in 22nd the last time by. And down underneath the pole center, Cole Devers. They come off turn number 2. In fact, 3 wide there with Matt McIntyre on the outside of the track. Back to the leaders here, and now it's Gardner, Matthews, and now Benny Watson moves his way to the low side of the track. Matthews trying to take the lead from Gardner. Gardner so far has led the last, I don't know how many laps in this race. So usually, yeah, it's a shame that we don't have the original cut mod in CTS physics, because CTS physics seems to have the best plate racing And on the low side, here comes Kyle Matthews taking the low side of the track, and he'll move to the lead now with Benny Watson trying for second place now as Johnny Gardner's now hung up to the high side of the track. And they are getting ready to catch Eli Brighton at 15 cars, so we'll see what happens here as they come down the backstretch. Watson with a full head of steam to the low side of the track here with Quentin Moore shoving him. And Matthews will throw the block on Watson, and it'll be Matthews taking the lead off turn number 4 with Watson second, and now Quentin Moore moving for third position here. Keith Batson trying for fourth inside of Johnny Gardner, and he's got Jesse Turner in 27 right there behind in the Casey Atwood colors. And here comes Benny Watson looking low to the lead, and Matthews almost sideswipes the side of Eli Bright's car. And now Eli Bright has now gone a lap down now, as thanks to that poor start he had. And Watson takes the lead now in car number 99. Here comes Quentin Moore, the season 20 Daytona 500 champion. And he took the win away from that guy who's about ready to pass, Kyle Matthews. Watson now to the lead. Quentin Moore second position. Jesse Turner's going to try it now is now running in third position at the moment. And Cat Batson, car number 9, now trying for fourth. Closing in on halfway in this Daytona 500 here, and now Mike Becker, number 45, looks slow to the track here as Matthews got shoved to the back. And there is Mike Becker, number 45, the Sprint Chevrolet. And here comes Quentin Moore to the left side, and Quentin Moore's going to take the lead away from Benny Watson. So Moore takes the Morgan Shepherd colors to the number 1 spot now. He hopes to keep it that way to the end, at least. And now they're going to line them up as if they're going to pace this race and start this whole thing all over again. I mean, this is great racing we're having right now at Daytona. After Johnny Gardner held the lead for about, 7, 8 laps, something like that straight. But now they're really racing right now as they come to third turn now. Cat Batson now tries for second position. Mike Becker look on the third car in line, as is Dylan Young, and look who's come to dinner at number 17 car, Jessica Shelton, in the Valvoline colors as she now makes her way through the field. Shelton started this race in 39th, believe it or not, in his 500, and she is already up in the top 10. Fastest lap race so far is being held by Chris Dollerton at just over 197 miles per hour. And here comes Cat Batson to the low side, car number 9. Her and Keith are the only 2 Thunderbirds in the field. But she's not gonna have that lead for long, because here comes Mike Becker to the low side, Dylan Young, Jessica Shelton. They're all in that line. They're all forming that line to the inside lane. On board Jessica Shelton's car. Trying for third spot as she now pulls behind Dylan Young. Mike Becker, car 45, the Adam Petty car is now out in front here. He's got two different cars for this season. He's got this here Sprint Spree Chevrolet, the 1999 colors. He's also got a 2000 Monte Carlo in the trailer as well for different races, for select races this season as well, with Sprint PCS as a sponsor on that car. Down to the low side now comes car number 1. It's the yellow freight Dodge of Bobby Frazier, the man who won the second Gatorade Duel race. As he's now going to try for third spot on Shelton. Here comes Jay Jefferson behind him in number 88, the Navy Chevrolet. Jay won a race last season at Talladega in the Die Hard 500 last season. his first and only win with that team, but he is now with JR Motorsports this season, number 88. Nathan Hudson looking for 5th position as here comes number 4. That is William Brock. Ryan Brommer in this mix. Keith Batson as well in number 32. We're talking about veterans who's never won this Daytona 500 in the series. Well, we're talking about Jessica Shelton, Kyle Matthews, Dylan Young, and Joshua Osborne. Those 4 have never won in the 500 in this series. Well, neither has Keith Batson. He's never won the 500 neither in this series. So hopefully for one of those 5 drivers, hopefully this day will be theirs. And Dylan Young is one of those in that top 3 mix, but he's about to get shuffled to the high side now by Bobby Frazier. And Dylan Young's not going to take the lead, but Frazier does in car number 1, and he'll take the number 1 spot now. So Bobby Frazier takes the 2004 Dodge Intrepid now to the number 1 spot now. One of the few Intrepids in the field. Some of the other Dodges are all Chargers in this field. And that's the beauty of this, the Cup 2003 mod, because you got different manufacturers, but you got a lot of body styles to choose from. You got Monte Carlo, Impala, SS, and Camaro, all from Chevrolet. You got Toyota, of course, has only got the Camry. Pontiac's only got the Grand Prix. Whereas for whereas all for Ford, you got Thunderbird, Taurus, and Fusion, and of course for Dodge, you got the Intrepid and the Impala as well. I mean the Intrepid and Charger, excuse me. The Impala, that's Chevrolet, you idiot. Anyway, Frazier has the lead, and then Jefferson's now 2nd position. 3rd is now 4 car of William Brock. Brommer's now 4th position. And here comes Brock to the low side of the track now as we're closing up on 10 laps to go in this race now. William Brock to the low side. Keith Batson, car number 32. He's got a run now trying to take 3rd position away from Jay Jefferson. And here comes number 87, Theon Moon. We haven't talked about him at all today, as he's now moved in the top 5 now in the Nemco Motorsports 87. Henry Sanford is in his mix now, number 57. Benjamin Miles at number 14. You got several hungry drivers right there behind. Sky Commons, Chris Thornton, and Jesse Turner. This time by will complete the 21st lap. We'll have 9 laps to go in this Daytona 500. Benjamin Miles, car 14. There he is right there. It's the 2004 Chevrolet's driving. Off turn number 2, Dion Moon. Number 87 looks low on the track. He's got Henry Sanford behind him in the number 57 machine. Off the 4th turn they come now. Be down to 7 laps to go. Frazier doing a good job holding on to that lead, though. And here comes Benjamin Miles to the low side. Is he going to make the move on Sanford? No, he's not. No, he's not going to. That's for 4th place, by the way. Or for 3rd place, excuse me. Down the back stretch they come here. Frazier, Moon, Sanford. And here comes Henry Sanford for 2nd place now, as he makes a move on Theon Moon. To the start-finish line they come. 7 laps to go. And now the train forms on the low side of the track now. Benjamin Miles now tries for second place now as they come on the backstretch. Dion Moon, Chris Dollerton, and Jesse Turner both hooked up now, 23 and 27. As they both look to the low side, Sanford to the high side now as he's got shuffled to the back now. Off to number 4. They come, some new players up there now. Got the Pontiacs of Diego Yepes in the blue car and the yellow car of Carter Friesen, the yellow 36. In the turn number 1 now, they have now 6 laps to go. Bobby Frazier, a rookie, starting in 4th position out in front. Benjamin Miles looks to the low side of the track now. Dion Moon is in there in 87. And Chris Dollerton trying to get past Henry Sanford, number 57, as they go to the low side of the track now. Dollerton. That 57 car looks pretty strong on that high side of the track, though. Kind of impressive somewhat for Sanford as they come off to the 4th turn now. Dollerton still trying to get by here as he's trying to get the draft off the 14 car of Benjamin Miles. Five laps to go. And Jesse Turner to the high side of the track as he's going to get shuffled back. Dollerton up the 4th. Here comes Carter Friesen for number 5 for the 5th spot now. And here comes Dion Moon for the lead in 87. An 87 car. And Dalton's going to go with him in 23 as they go to the backstretch on the 3rd turn now. Friesen and Yepes now, they moved their way to the mix now. A couple of Pontiacs there hooked up and got a couple more blue cars there. Kyle Matthews and the 7 car of Zach Winkle. He's yet to, we haven't talked about him at all today, neither. The 7 car of Winkle, he's now moving to, trying to go for the top 10 now. And also this mix, Ashland Boyd is silver number 18. Down the low side, here comes Carter Friesen, car 36, and he's now going to head Yepes, shoving him. On board, Kyle Matthews' car for the roof cam. 3 laps to go. Dion Moon, Nemco Motorsports out in front here. Matthews trying for 4th position on Chris Dollerton. Down the low side they go here. Dollerton leading the 7 car of Zach Winkle. And now here they come for the lead. 3 wide. Here comes Diego Yepes to the lead now, number 63. Diego Yepes has yet to win a race in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. He's never won in a series before. Can he make the 500 his first ever win? 2 laps to go. Here comes 24. Kyle Matthews to the low side. He's got 2nd. Zach Winkle's up there. Ashland Boyd, Cole Deaver, the pole sitter of the event. He's now looking low on the track now. But not as low as Winkle is right now. Zach Winkle trying to form the train to the low side of the track there. Matthews hoping to throw the block on Winkle. He does. Now you got blue cars, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at the moment now. Can Diego Yepes hold them all off? It'll be the white flag this time by for the Daytona 500. Here they come. White flag. The shuffle is on. Here we go. Matthews to the high side of the track. Now he scoops back down low. Winkle in 3rd position. Ashland Boyd, Cole Deaver. What's going to happen on the backstretch here? Yepes still out in front. Matthews to the low side of the track here. Matthews looks slow on the track. Here comes Kyle Matthews for the lead. Zach Winkle to the giving them the shove here. Here comes Ashlyn Boyd for third spot. Winkle to the low side of Matthews, I think. Here comes Winkle to the low side. Matthews and out in front. And finally, Kyle Matthews wins the Daytona 500. Kyle Matthews out of the state of Ohio finally wins his first Daytona 500 title for season 22 as he takes the number 24 Jeff Gordon colors out in front, pulls off the move on Diego Yepes on the last lap into turn 3, the same spot where Matthews lost the 500 last season, believe it or 2 seasons ago, believe it or not. What a finish here. Second will go to Zach Winkle. Third spot will go to Diego Yepes. Fourth to Ashlyn Boyd. Cole Deaver finishes 5th. 6th to Carter Friesen. 7th to Matt McIntyre. 8th to Chris Dollerton. 9th to Rob Evans. And Dion Moon, who had the lead for much this last 10 laps, drops down all the way to 10th position in the Nemco Motorsports machine. Average speed 194.712 miles per hour. But what a finish that was in the Daytona 500, as Kyle Matthews, after so many tries in this 500, finally breaks through to Daytona's victory lane. We'll check out the finishing order for you here today. Here, the rest of the finishing order. Bobby Frazier comes home in 11th position. 12th place will go to Trey Wright. 13th to Benjamin Miles. Mike Becker 14th. Elijah Gordon 15th. Jesse Turner 16th. 17th will go to Henry Sanford. Joshua Collard 18th. 19th to Keith Batson. 20th will go to Sky Cummins. 21st, Simon Bloomfield. Vince Almarego 22nd. 23rd, Gene Sanford. William Brock 24th. 25th will go to Charles Sanford, and 26th will be Jay Jefferson. Levi McIntyre 27th. Joshua Osborne dropped to 28th in the final running order after starting this race in 11th position in this season. And several of the big drivers' names are not going to be happy with their results neither. I will guarantee you on that one. Here. Johnny Gardner, 29th. Benny Watson, 30th. Aiden Shepard, 31st. 32nd, Zachary Fitzwater. 33rd, Quentin Moore. 34th, Mitchell Collins. Ryan Brommer, 35th. Dylan Young, 36th. And Jessica Shelton didn't make any much headway in this race, unfortunately for her. She ends up 37th in today's event. 38th, Nathan Hudson, matching his car number. James Henry, 39th. And Kat Batson comes home in 40th, the last car on the lead lap, as Eli Bright, the defending came from Daytona 500 winner last season, to dead last this season, unfortunately for him. And like I said, for Dylan Young and Jessica Shelton, they're definitely not going to be happy with their results in this race neither. And neither will Johnny Gardner, Joshua Osborne, Benny Watson, several others in the bottom of this list. But one that is happy to finally pull off a Daytona 500 in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, one of the veterans we talked about that was yet to win the 500. Well, one finally has. It's Kyle Matthews as he takes home the season 22 Daytona 500 here today. It's here today in the series, and what was a pretty good 500, but racing could have been better. I would imagine, but hey, it's Cup physics for you though. But anyway, that will do it here today. Here, if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got inter-races, gaming videos, whatever the president of the NNSCRA calls ours for his channel. And please be sure to check out the Coors Light Truck Series, the Pizza X Series, and the Hershey's Cup Series. Be sure to check those races out as well for this channel, as well as the Skittle Super Speedway Series for Seth is doing right now, and coming soon to the NNSCRA. The NNSCRA Duracell Cup Series will be coming up soon. Seth Cole will be running that series himself, and so be sure to check that series out as well. And of course, not to mention our other NNSCRA series, including the Budweiser All Pro Series from Michael Norman. That's also on this NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, and of course also check out the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series as well. That'll be on the channel Thrash Maniac 99. So, Here are some of the best offline race series are under the NNSCRA umbrella, and you will not regret checking those races out. So, one race down and 33 are left to go as the season is underway at Daytona. As the season is underway for season 22, the Daytona 500 is history. Congratulations again to Kyle Matthews, the winner of the Daytona 500. For now, the Shane's Qualls has been production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best. We'll see you at Rockingham.